Kiaguyjoe here, back with another video. Today I have the all-new 2021 Genesis GV80 all-wheel drive 3.5 turbo. I believe this has about 275 horsepower. And a good bit amount of a torque. You see the mirrors pop out when I come close to the vehicle. I have the key fob in my hand. This trim does not have that park assist that automatically you can use the key fob to move the vehicle in and out of a tight parking space. This trim does not have that. I believe this is probably the trim below the top trim that would give you that option. Okay, so 375 horsepower, 391 pound-feet of torque. So I was way off. It's 8-speed automatic transmission. Electronically controlled suspension. 20-inch wheels. LED quad headlight system. This thing is loaded for $60,575. Whoever thought that you would be saying that amount of money for a vehicle or a company that still makes Hyundai vehicles? Now, if you guys remember, the first Genesis to come out was the Hyundai Genesis. That was a sedan. Then they made Genesis its own brand, its supposed luxury subdivision of Hyundai Motor Group. It's a luxury version, guys. This one does have auto hold. I mean, not auto hold, remote start on the vehicle. So I'm going to lock the vehicle, hold it to restart it up. Got dual outlet exhaust with the trim piece. The outlet doesn't, the actual exhaust does not come all the way out. All right. Pretty neat, pretty neat. You can open the trunk from the key fob. And look how much space is in here. This is a 2-row configuration. This is why I have so much space, but you can get this with a 3rd row, I believe. But that wouldn't give you much space at all because the ceiling is very low. So 2-seat configuration would be very good for this vehicle, for sure. Some people say this is a baby Bentley. Not really sure how much I agree with that. Let's pop the hood to see what we have under the trunk, under the hood. As I said before, it's a 3.5 liter with 375 horsepower. It's a V6, not a V8, but still should give you plenty amount of power. So that's what the engine bay looks like. As you can see, they have room for a V8, I believe. They probably could stuff a V8 in here. I believe they do have a V8 actually. As you can see, Genesis is spelled out in the back. We have a backup camera. GV80 all-wheel drive 3.5T. You have a quad tail light system, just as you do in the front. It is full LED. I believe these are reverse lights. When you go in reverse, these will give you like reverse lines. It'll give you a good bit of light, so you can help. So you'll be able to reverse a little better. Okay, so that is the trunk. That put that on the back wiper. I thought you could open the glass separately, but that's not the case. As you can see, we have manual sunshades for the rear. A manual. We have leather. I believe that's genuine stitching. We have an aluminum door handle with some. If this is fake wood, it's pretty convincing. You have padded area right here. No heated or cooled seats for the rear. I believe this is not the model that will give you that. But I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and I have plenty of room. And these seats recline. And you can go forward and backward. Oh, that's as far as it's going to go back. But it reclines pretty well to give me this amount of space. Good amount of space. You have a panoramic sunroof that comes all the way just over the top of the rear seating. Close the door here. Very solid sounding thunk. You have LED map lights here, and a coat hook, and another coat hook right here. Seats are very soft and comfortable. Leather. Fold that down. 2 cup holders. Rear seat climate, but no controls. You have a 12-volt power outlet, 2 USB ports on the bottom. Fairly small hump. It wouldn't protrude the middle passenger's comfort too much. And 2 map pockets for the back of both front seats. And that pretty much does it for the rear seat. You can also fold down. Okay. That drops pretty quick. You got LED lights for the back. But you cannot pick the seat up. You cannot, there's no button to raise the seats back up. You have to manually put it back up. Same deal of materials here. Leather at the top. Soft text leather. That's not genuine stitching. It feels real. Not genuine wood, but it feels and looks real. Have padded armrests down here. Hard touch plastics right here. Not a big deal. At least it's not shiny glossy plastic. So bravo Genesis for not putting that in here. And you just have a regular speaker system. I believe in higher models it would give you some kind of expensive type stereo system. And you can hear that solid sounding thunk of the door here. Nice commanding view from a passenger seat. You have a glove box here. It's stamped, lined with felt. And your climate right here. This is just one continuous line. This whole portion is not in air. It's not a vent. It's just this portion right here for the passenger, and then another piece right here. This whole portion is not a vent. All right. You have padded dash. I believe this is injection molded plastic or injection molded leather. I'm not sure the material, but it's soft. It's soft to the touch. But dang, this thing gets hot. Very hot. More of that stitching here on the dash and by this entertainment system. We'll get to that. Double as your turn signals right here. These will be amber in color. Basically a safety measure to let people on the side of you know that you're about to turn or make a lane change. You have Michelin primer seat tours. Get 20-inch wheels. Design, design-wise, I'm really not too fond of it. They're trying to make it look luxury. So, and those are some big brake calipers. I'm not sure if they're 6 piston. They're not Brimbos, but they probably are 6 pistons, judging by the size of them. You can see this quad headlight system mimics the quad turn signal system here and the quad system in the rear. Full LED. You have your low beams and your high beam and LED strips, daytime running lights on each level. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a minute. Functional air vents, as you can see. Big bold Genesis crest with the wings and large grille, fancy looking. Padded area up top, same material that's on the dash. This is padded as well. This is leather material right here, soft leather. Some more of that hard plastic here, but I'm just glad it's not piano black plastic. More of that stitching on the that mimics from the dash. Hard plastic right here, and then hard plastics. Well, this is actually soft touch injection molded plastic down here. So no hard plastics on anything below the door besides where you're not going to touch. Let's hop in. Solid sounding thunk. Look at that. Steering wheel automatically drops to my size, or drops to my level. Start it up, foot on the brake. It put the start stop button on the dash right there. Starting by looking at the gauge cluster. I believe this model does not have those 3D gauges, but it looks pretty nice either way. You have an analog over here, and this portion over here is digital. It gives you like a half and half look. Might take a little use to get into because it is so thick, so your hand's gonna have to be bigger than this to try to get a good grip on it. But as you can see, you have your phone controls, volume controls. I like the way this feels. I'm not sure if it's metal or just painted plastic trim, but it feels good. On this side you have your cruise control systems. You have automatic down and up for the rear and passenger. You have 2-person memory seating, and you also have your dimming to dim the illumination. You have your engine auto on. They give you the option to turn that off in this vehicle as well. Lane keep assist and traction control. It opens up butterfly style. Not that deep, but it's deep enough. Most people could deal with that. It's lined with felt. Pretty nice. You have this so-called walking device to move the front passenger seat up for people in the rear. Only the front half opens. Alright, let's close that up. As you can see, the sunshades go front and back, or back and forth, either or. Up top, you have full LED lights, touch sensitive as well. You just touch it and then the light comes on. You have your cameras right here, give you a different camera view, top down view from the rear and a back view from the rear. You have your drive mode selector. You have Eco, Snow, go back that way, Eco, Snow, Comfort, Sport, and a custom setting. I like the way this feels. It only turns one way and it doesn't continuously turn. We have another area here. We have the wireless charger right there and 2 USB ports. Looking at the climate controls here. It's digital. I like how that looks. You have heated and ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel on both sides, the passenger and the driver. These cool seats are working very well. A little bit of getting used to, but it feels pretty good in the hand. At least while I'm just sitting here. I'm not sure how it would be while I'm driving, but it feels pretty good from here. I believe you just press it to go to whatever you want to go to. You can zoom in and zoom out by scrolling up the wheel. This map looks pretty good. Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, they have been updating their maps and whatnot for a while. So this feels and looks pretty good. Select the home. And it gives you haptic feedback when you press something. Not sure if you guys can hear my voice, but right now the passenger talk is on and it's projecting my voice to the rear to, to give passengers in the back a better sound so they can hear you. Looking at the home screen itself, looks pretty good. Gives you the temperature here, gives you a city skyline, not sure what city that is. And it gives you the half map on this side. I like this display better than what's in the, let's say, the Kia Carnival, the purple, scheme that the Kia products give you. I like this a lot better. It's easier on the eyes, even though it's more colorful. It's easier on the eyes, for me at least. As I said, you guys, full LED system. You have your turn signals here, which are amber. And you have your side markers here too, which are also amber to let vehicles on the side of you know that you're either changing lanes or turning. And coming to the rear, also full LEDs, and they're red in color, not amber, they're red in color. Speaker system works very well, sounds pretty good. At least coming from an Optima, it sounds very good. Even if it is like a base system with no kind of branding to it, it sounds very, very good. This was the Genesis GV80